Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola, and Positively Osceola just wants to bring you news that informs, impacts, and inspires. So thanks so much for joining us. If you haven't already, please make sure you have liked, followed, subscribed, hit the notification bell for all of Positively Osceola's social media platforms, because that's what we want to do. We want to bring you the news all day long. Daybreak Live is actually a show where we like to highlight people, individuals in the community, businesses who are making a positive difference. And today I have the very special honor of hosting Marilyn Cortez-Lovato from Osceola Arts. She's going to be chatting about the new installations at Osceola Arts throughout Osceola County, and even shows that they have going on. So she's going to tell us all about that. You're not going to want to miss this. So please stick around. And again, let's make it official, and then we'll jump right in. Here we go. All right, it's officially time for us to get started with Daybreak Live. Again, special guest Marilyn Cortez-Lovato of Osceola Arts, and she is going to share all about what's going on with Osceola Arts and all the visual installations that they have going on. So let's bring her on. Hey, Marilyn, how are you?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me today and to talk about all things Osceola Arts.
Yes, I love getting to chat with you and hear what's going on. Thank you for always keeping Positively Osceola in the loop. So what's the newest thing that you have coming up that we can look forward to?
Oh my goodness, we have so much going on. I actually have my notes here because I can't keep up with all the activities. So in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September through October, we have some wonderful exhibits at the center. We have 3 exhibits, amazing artists. We have oh my goodness, we have 3 different exhibits on site. So the first one, which literally opened yesterday, I just finished installing it, is a wonderful exhibit created by Alberto Gomez. It's called The Tie That Binds. Alberto Gomez is originally from Colombia, and he has been living in Florida for for over 20 years. And he has some amazing artwork. He's a painter, he's a printmaker. His work, as he calls it, is a magical realism. And it's basically, he's influenced by his homeland culture and the tradition of Latin America, and also Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who many may know of him because he's very famous. One of his famous books, 100 Years of Solitude. So Alberto is influenced by his readings, by his family, and by his culture. And he has some amazing work that deals with just his surroundings of the family, the people who influence him. You can see some wonderful works that are on etchings and woodcuts. Now, etchings and woodcuts are basically, I wouldn't say an ancient form, but they've been around for a long time, since the beginning of printing books. And so his work has some, this is one of his paintings. So I always say that a lot of people are more familiar with Mr. Gomez's paintings because they're so wonderful. They're very pop art type of work. He's dealing with contemporary issues. A lot of them are within his own personal realm, his family, his grandchildren, his wife, and they become his muses. We also have his, and I believe that's one of them, grandparent feeding. grandchild. And there's a wonderful, very traditional layout of this painting, as you see him almost as the maternal icon. But we have an older man, so that's not a traditional image of that iconic female woman feeding the child. So this is actually one of my favorites because it kind of crosses that, that barrier of the male parent.
Yep.
So yes, exactly. So and his etchings and his woodcuts deal with also what influences him around Central Florida with nature, his family. He's also very motivated by music and classical music and traditional music of the Americas. And so a lot of the etchings, this is an etching. So work is actually created on a metal plate first, drawn onto a metal plate, and then it's processed with sometimes with acid that etches into the plate, and then it is printed through a printer. So you have a printing press, an ancient printing press. So if anyone's familiar with books that are printed, so we're talking about people who so in the old days, books were printed this way with wood block and through etching. And the ancient form of printmaking is very much a collectible item. So he's got at least, I want to say, 20 to 30 works on paper that are either wood block cut prints or etchings. So the ancient word is called intaglio. So these are all wonderful prints that are available. Everything's for sale, the paintings, the prints. So we just love to have everyone come by and see. Here's another wonderful piece. Again, another a lot of the images are of his family members, people who have been a part of his life, and he has this wonderful narrative that he's working on about his culture and how he has integrated also into the United States. So it's really, they're really beautiful paintings and prints. So that show is opened yesterday, and it runs through November 6th. So there's plenty of time to come out. Our exhibits are free and open to the public. The galleries are open from 10 to 5, Tuesdays through Fridays. And on the weekends during our theater productions event, I'll repeat that as we move forward. So our next exhibit, which opens up on the 6th, September 6th through November 4th in the Studio Gallery, is called The Art of Collecting. And this is a collection of works by that Mateo Blanco, who is located in Poinciana. He lives in Poinciana. He's also a Colombian artist. He's an artist as well. His work can be found all over the country. He actually works with food as art, but we would not go there right now because this work is about his he's actually has work in Ripley's Believe It or Not. He creates art out of Cheetos and Pez candy. It's wonderful, but he's also an avid collector. And my goal for this exhibit is to educate our community that artists don't just survive off of making art. They also have to sell the art. And we want to encourage collecting art, because collecting art is a big part of how artists actually support their creativity. And I also wanted to say a little, whoops.
Sorry about that.
There we go. Okay, so so what I wrote a little bit on the flyer for social media, I'm going to read off of it. Florida-based artist and art collector Mateo Blanco has been collecting modern art from his native Colombia as a means of self-expression. The emotions evoked with acquiring a work of art is deeply personal, whether you identify with the subject or if the colors are just what take your breath away. The deep connection between you and the artwork you acquire is priceless. Some collectors consider themselves cultural custodians, while others use it as a way to forge new connections and learn. So he is showing his collection of works by Colombian artist Enrique Grau. Enrique Grau is actually very well known in Colombia. He was a major Colombian artist of his time, alongside a very famous artist that many people know, Fernando Botero. So he was basically a contemporary of Fernando Botero, who was also very famous. And both were very influential in the arts in Colombia and Latin America. So Grau garnered attention by developing a representational style counter to the popularity of geometric abstraction of his time, which was very popular. His work became real popular in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. So he has these social, I want to say, responses through his imagery about the, I want to say, the bourgeoisie of Colombia. And so, but he's also very famous of representing the indigenous peoples of South America as well. So you'll have some of these, this beautiful bronze mask, which is similar to some of that style of some of the ancient indigenous peoples of Latin America. And so, but there's also wonderful prints, lithography. The lithographs are actually another type of printmaking. So we've got a lot of prints going on this year. Lithography is actually a type of print that used to be printed off of large limestone blocks that were drawn on and then run through a printing press. So some of the other piece that you showed before this piece is one of those lithographs, and it's representing kind of like the bourgeoisie of the time, where people who were wealthy versus the people, that showcasing these wealthy individuals that were on the higher end of the country, when most of the country was in poverty. So you have these kind of political statements just through these images of large people, well-fed people, so that's kind of in the style of Botero as well. So, and this exhibit opens on the 6th and will run also to November 4th in the Studio Gallery, also free and open to the public. So let's move on to our next exhibit, which is our annual Celebrating Hispanic Artists and Culture. We literally have 50 artists exhibiting in this exhibit. It's called Arte Sin Fronteras, Art Without Borders. And the goal for this exhibit, as we do every year, is to showcase the diversity and the talent of our Hispanic Latinx artists living in Florida. We have artists from Miami exhibiting, artists from Kissimmee, artists from Orlando, all the way up to Jacksonville. They are lending us their beautiful work. Most are for sale. And this exhibit is in our 14th annual Celebrating Hispanic Artists and Culture, runs through September 17th through November 6th. This exhibit embraces the diaspora of the Hispanic Latinx artists that have made Florida their home. Osceola Arts understands the importance of bridging the gap between our communities. Our goal as an organization is to actively educate through the arts as we commit to community-based art exhibitions. We challenge and support and encourage a deeper understanding of life through the arts. So the goal, again, is to showcase the beautiful talent, the unique works of each artist. This wonderful photograph is from the artist, Orlando-based artist Crummy Mauricio Murillo. This is a photograph of his father-in-law, and it is Guillermo, titled Guillermo. His father-in-law owns a restaurant in Orlando. So the goal is he is documenting the Hispanic artists and Latinx artists in the community of Florida. And so it's about a photo documentation of people. And he has an amazing way of just showing them front, as a portrait, but as an everyday portrait, which is really quite unique. Oh, and we have, this artist also had a solo show in the Studio Gallery last year, and I'm blanking on his name, please forgive me, but it's a beautiful, his work, he's Cuban, and he is also an amazing artist, lives in Kissimmee, and he's also showing in New York, and his work is dealing with his culture of Cuba. And my brain is right now trying to kick in. Let me drink another gulp of coffee. Maybe that'll
It's
help.
Friday. We'll give you a break. What about this one? This one's really
Okay.
neat.
Yes, Rigoberto Torres is actually a New Yorker. He's from the Bronx,
Cool.
and he is Kissimmee based. He also has a solo show in the Bronx Museum, and he has a piece I've been begging him to exhibit at the center for years now. And his work is it's all three-dimensional wall hangings dealing with culturally specific people, not necessarily always Hispanics. He will create a bust for anybody. So if you want to have a bust created of your grandparent or of your boss or of your neighbor,
Anybody.
he will create it for you. He has this wonderful way of portraying people, and I'm so excited to have his work on site. He's very busy. He's well known nationally, and so we are blessed to have his work in the show. So what's the next one? Let's see if I can remember their names, because I sure didn't give them to you.
The names of the artists?
Yes.
What about this one? Do you know this one?
Okay, so this is Carrasco, and he is also local Florida. He has been he's a sculptor. He's also part of the Florida Sculptors Guild. He had a piece of work in the last show, and this is a bronze piece, and his work is amazing as well. And so this piece is for sale as well, and he is Cuban, and we are just excited to have his work in the show. Very heavy piece, beautiful. I can't remember the name of the work, but you have to come and check it out, and definitely a very beautiful piece. What's the next piece? Yeah.
What's the next one? These are going to be from PJ, actually.
Oh, actually, let me mention also that did you do the Jose Becerra one, the photograph of with the horse? That one, did you
yes,
flash
that one I did first.
Yeah, that was so that piece is Jose Becerra. He's from Brazil, and he is local as well. He's been in Florida for about 5 years, I believe, and his work is amazing. Photography. I just want to push his work too. I really want to have a solo show of his, and he just has some beautiful works that showcase the working class of Brazil, and beautiful, beautiful work. So, okay, I just thought I needed to give him a plug as well.
Yes.
And also, okay, so then also all of these exhibits have a reception on September 17th. These Arte Sin Fronteras, Art Without Borders, opens on September 17th, which is also the reception day from 2 to 5, free and open to the public. All 3 exhibits will share the same reception day and time, and you can come and meet the artists, talk to the artists. They're excited to showcase their work. Several of them are repeat artists who are always welcome to exhibit because their work is so awesome, professional, and so we are excited to have 50 artists in this, and they'll be exhibiting in 2 of the galleries at the center. And that exhibit runs through November 6th.
Okay.
All right. So the next one, let's do Kissimmee City Hall. We have the Art in Public Places, which we have Art in Public Places in all galleries. I'm sorry, in all libraries. And the libraries and Kissimmee City Hall are part of Art in Public Places, and that's the goal too, free and open to the public. So The exhibit at City Hall, which will be on all 5 floors, is Embajadores del Arte, which is in English, Ambassadors of the Arts, who are basically an organization who are basically rooted in Miami, but the representatives that are living right now, who are bringing the art to Kissimmee City Hall, are out of Melbourne. And we have 20 artists there who will be on display through November 4th, from September 12th through November 4th at Kissimmee City Hall, all from all over Latin America. But most of them are out of Miami. So we're really excited to have about 20 artists who will be exhibiting at Kissimmee City Hall on all 5 floors. Again, free and open to the public from September 12th through November 4th. And then we have, where'd you go?
I was looking for the graphic and now I found
it. There it is. Okay. So, and that will be opening up on September 12th. They'll be installing that this coming week. And again, wonderful art all over Kissimmee, in the libraries as well, and offsite and onsite for Hispanic Heritage Month. So we are excited to showcase so many artists that are local. There's an abundance of creativity right here in the state of Florida, and in Osceola County. We are celebrating all of them.
I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Okay. So, well, we cannot forget our other portion of Art in Public Places, which is the Time for Artists Now Murals project. We have this is our 19th mural that will be coming. That is actually, I believe PJ is painting as we speak. I believe PJ Sfera, who is our 19th mural artist to participate in this program. She is Florida-based. She also is out of Mount Dora. She was painting a mural at Valencia College, our second mural at Valencia College this year. PJ studied at Savannah College of Art and Design, where she earned her BA in illustration and her master's in painting. She began building her career as an instructor and is now living in Florida, as she was an art instructor, and she now owns her own gallery in Mount Dora alongside her business partner Germán Lemus, who just painted a mural in downtown Kissimmee at the Orange Blossom Masonic Lodge, which was showcased a month ago. And he had suggested that his business partner would be a great selection for painting a mural. And so Valencia College loved her work, and we wanted to have a woman artist paint on one of the walls at Valencia College. And she is also recognized for her passionate narratives, illustrating ideas of coexistence between man and beast and planet. She pushes the envelope, juxtaposing controversial imagery with a classical and traditional style. She has been involved in activism for animal, environmental, and human rights, and has found a way to merge her passion for art with her desire for change. Her paintings tell stories of pain and hope and raise the viewer's self-awareness of their own humanity, urging increased consciousness of the time we spend here on Earth. So she's very much about the planet, just as Lemus is. Lemus, her business partner, will be assisting her with the production of this mural. And so they will be out there today if you want to check it out, and also tomorrow taking on Saturday at the Valencia College Osceola campus. She will be painting a puma, which is the Florida panther, but puma is what the South American the panther is all over the Americas, and Valencia College has their new mascot for the Osceola
Right.
campus is the puma. So, and of course, because there is such a large population of Hispanic Latinx students at the Osceola campus, they wanted to identify with the puma for their mascot. So she is not kind of painting this logo type. It is a painterly quality puma. It's beautiful. They've already started. I can't wait to see the final piece.
Oh, that's
And
going to be
so everyone,
so good.
yes, and so we're excited to have her, and as the 19th mural artist for the Time for Art is Now Murals project, which is funded by the city of Kissimmee and Experience Kissimmee. And we always ask if there is a local downtown business owner who owns a building, or down the Vine Street corridor, down 192. It has to be a wall that is facing the public, not a private wall, interior wall, or a wall that is not facing the public. It can't be like in a private parking lot. It has to be facing the community so everyone can enjoy. We provide a free mural through the city of Kissimmee. They should, business owners, building owners, can contact me at osceolaarts.org to ask to find out a little more about the murals program.
That's
and
so
because
nice.
yes, and it's free to the owners. We pay the artists. They are funded because the artists eat as well. They have families, and we want
Exactly.
we want to provide. And so we're really excited that the Time for Art is now public art is growing and expanding, and so we just love that it is in the community. The community is embracing it. So walk around downtown Kissimmee. You can go to Valencia College now and enjoy murals, and we are going to continue, hopefully, to fan out into more areas of Kissimmee to provide these beautiful works of art for the public.
It's beautiful, and I love that they've included the community in so many murals. It's awesome. Speaking of having people come out to see art, and I know Osceola County has a show that's going on, opening soon, I think, right?
Yes, so in our theater, opening up on the 16th of September is Young Frankenstein, the musical, opens September 16th through October 2nd. Buy your tickets. They're selling fast. It's a comedy. Who hasn't seen the Young Frankenstein, the movie? Well, the musical is hysterical, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All ages are welcome. There's, I think, discounted tickets for students and older adults, and so that means seniors, but we use older adults as the new term.
There
and
you
I love
go.
it. I'm one of those. If you can't tell, more coffee, please.
Oh,
And so we're excited to have, and our theater program is amazing. It's throughout the year. We have Oliver for the holidays. So we have so many wonderful shows, not just for adults, but for kids. We have teen and youth theater. The kids come and enjoy acting, and then they direct. A show is directed and produced, and then everyone can come see the teens and kids produce a show. It is wonderful, and that's usually in our studio theater. So we have not only professionals acting, we have young kids and young teens participating in theater productions, as well as, of course, our visual arts classes. We have youth orchestra on site, youth rock band, and we are hoping we have seniors participating in art classes, as well as we used to have a jazz band with the seniors. We're hoping they come back to participate with us. And also, I know COVID scared a lot of people away, but we are open and open to the public. And so we have just some wonderful activities going on throughout the week and on the weekends with workshops and art classes, and also, of course, our theater and our exhibits. So come out, enjoy what's going on in the arts at Osceola Arts. You can locate all that information at osceolaarts.org. You can check us out on Facebook, on our Instagram, and just enjoy what we have to offer. The exhibitions are free and open to the public. Our tickets are very affordable for the theater, and so you can purchase those online or in person at the box office.
Wow. You always give us such fun information, and I love that you keep us up to date on everything that's going on at Osceola Arts. And do you have any final thoughts for our viewers today? Is there anything else you'd like to share with them?
Yes, I want to let people know that all of these things that Osceola Arts provides to the community is an opportunity to enjoy the arts. The arts are a big part of who we are. The arts don't happen in a void. Artists are influenced by their daily activity, by politics, by what happens on the daily struggle, the human struggle. And I think it's important for our community to really support the arts, because, the artists really want to share their creativity with everyone free of charge. And also just that this is something that is such a wonderful part that our children should be growing up with. The arts influence everybody. It's a beautiful form, even with theater, with music. All these things that we provide to our community is such a wonderful opportunity for everyone to embrace and to enjoy. And in a lifetime right now where we are so engaged in digital imagery on our cell phones, come see something live. Come see something that is tangible, that we can touch. Well, to a certain point, right?
Yeah.
But that we can see, that we can enjoy three-dimensionally, not always on our cell phones, not always on a laptop, but come out and enjoy, talk, and at the reception, you can talk to the artist. You can find out what their work is about. So it's a wonderful way to become communal again, to talk about the arts. And that is so important as a community.
Wow. Thank you so much, Marilyn. I really appreciate that. And as always, we learn so much from you, and I can't wait to come out and check out these installations. So thank you again.
Well, thank you so much for always embracing our programming and showcasing the arts with Positively Osceola. We love what you guys do. And Krissi, you're an awesome, awesome presenter of the arts as well.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Marilyn. All right, everyone. As you heard, this is Marilyn Cortez-Lovato from Osceola Arts. And if you missed this opportunity to watch our interview, you can go back and replay it. I'm sure we'll premiere it again in the future so everyone can see what's going on at Osceola Arts. As always, it was a pleasure. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. Bye.
You too.